so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you're joining me from. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Accept my greeting according to your time zone. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified anytime I upload a video. You can be among the first to receive it. Then go to the comment section at all times. Leave your comment, drop your contribution. If you have suggestions, make it out there. If you have any criticism, put it down on the comment section. It will make us to get better, presenting you a better program. Thank you so much. Not just, it doesn't even stop there, including the Oduduwa people. The only thing that joins us with the Oduduwa people is freedom. Is that freedom that we're asking for? That's some freedom. They are looking for self-determination. We are looking for self-determination. That is where we meet with them. That is how the world operates. That is why you see United States coming out to give visa ban to people who supported who truncated the election in Nigeria. People who participated in one way or the other to disrupt the election that just passed. That means they have already acknowledged that that election was not fair. That what happened was selection. They acknowledge that. But at the same time, they are still busy working with that same government that they know that is not obtainable. They are still there working with that same government that they know that this government has nothing to offer. This government is not legitimate. People do not vote for it. They are still planning, working with them, cooperating. You see how the world works. It's about interest. So you that is a Biafran, pursue your common interest with your fellow Biafran people for freedom. If you engage in this lie and blackmail of one Nigerian, they are going to use you to settle the matter. The same way they use those Boko Haram members to set up, DSS use them to set up and burn them into ashes. You might be the next person. You might just be the next person they're going to use in order to set up Biafran people, to set up IPO, to set up PSN. You might be the next person they will use. There is no more time to play around. If you are lucky to be alive today and you are still speaking about Biafran freedom, count yourself lucky. Stand strong and thank you, Kukukabiam. We are going home. No matter what they do, we will go home. My brother Solomon, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Solomon? Are you there? Solomon cannot be able to connect. The network is still giving him a lot of problem. So we continue, my brothers. Any place you are watching from, wherever you are connecting to this program, I urge you to stay strong and be consistent. Sometimes when you look at your right, you look at your left, you see some weaknesses. Sometimes when you look up and you look down, you will see certain things that will tell you, why are you fighting? Why do you have to continue to talk about this? Sometimes when you wake up, you go to social media, you see certain things that will discourage you from fighting for this freedom. But I tell you, there's nothing, no amount is too much to pay for freedom. No amount is too costly to pay for freedom. When you look at what you are asking for and what you are pursuing, you keep on moving. We want to better our future and the future of our unborn children. We want to better our future and the future of our unborn children. And that is why we cannot look back, no matter what. We cannot look back. The people we are up against are a bunch of criminals, unrepentant souls, very unrepentant souls. They can go to any length to blackmail Biafran people, including taking innocent lives. They have done it before, and they continue to do it. And I don't know why it is too difficult for people to understand. The most painful part is their media. Nigerian media is so... When Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is talking about Nigerian media, when he's talking about Nigerian media, when he talks about it, you would think that there is something different that is happening. But what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is seeing and crying about is a very serious issue. Nigerian media. These are the people that can promote Satan Satan himself, they can promote Satan as an agent of light. They will see something that is black and they'll be painting this blue, broad daylight. They support evil. They will never promote something that is good. Just imagine that very broadcast. Immediately anything happens and they say this, they begin to carry it all over the world. They begin to parade it around, begin to push it around. They begin to push it around. In Maiduguri, up to today, lives have been lost in the hand of Boko Haram. Southern Kaduna is still bleeding continuously. The place is blank. No report about it. Benue State under attack regularly. Nobody is reporting it. Military men are always, their life is being lost on daily basis. Military men, police are murdered in another part of Nigeria. But no, it's not making a headline. It's not making a headline. But look at what they did. They came to Biafra land to stage their own drama. They came to Biafra land and staged the drama. And before you know it, all their media begin to carry it. They began to report it. And when they talk about the report, they will always connect it to IPOB, the indigenous people of Biafra. When they tell the story, they will always try to connect it to the ESN. But every one of us know that Mazen Nandekano, from the inception of the ESN, he gave them their area of operation. And they have maintained that area of operation from the very time they were launched up to today. ESN have not come to the street. When they do, you will know. ESN doesn't come to the street on their own. When they do, it will be on the order of our Prime Minister, who is in charge now. If ESN happen to come to the street, it will be in the order of our Prime Minister, who is in charge today. If the Liberation Army comes to the street, it will be in the order of our Prime Minister, not on their own. And we are going to take responsibility if we are involved. What we are doing is self-defense, protecting Biafra land and Biafra people. We cannot be defending ourselves and we'll be denying it. No. In self-defense, you don't carry out your self-defense and you deny it. It doesn't happen that way. We will continue to defend ourselves and defend Biafra land. That is the cross we have decided to carry. And we are going to follow it to the last. It doesn't matter what you think. It doesn't matter what you do. Your blackmail cannot stop us from defending ourselves. Your propaganda cannot stop us from defending ourselves. Your blackmail and propaganda cannot change the agenda of Biafran people. It will not make us to stop fighting for our freedom. The more you continue to do that, the more you expose to the world how criminal-minded you are. And Biafran people are vindicated when we say that Nigeria is a terrorist government. The Nigerian government is a terrorist government. We are vindicated at every time. Every time you see the way they unleash terror on their citizens. Nigerian government always unleash terror on their citizens at every given opportunity. They will do it again and again, and they continue to do it. Instead of protecting their citizens, they unleash terror against them. They did it during the time of NSAS. You saw it, the whole world saw it. The whole world saw it, it played out. Even up to today, they refuse to take responsibility that they did it. Even when they were caught on video. They were caught on live video. Everything was caught on videos. Yet, they continue to deny it. What else would they deny? Why would any sane person believe what they are telling him? Why will any sane country believe the investigation of Nigeria? When we have seen them get involved in criminality again and again. We have seen them get involved in terrorism again and again. They sponsor it financially, they sponsor it morally, they sponsor it in different kinds of ways. And they're not shying away from it. So why must any country take them serious when they are doing their blackmail? It doesn't matter what they do. Biafra land remains the most peaceful part of that contraption called the zoo. That is where you have the most peaceful people. Very, very peaceful. Law-abiding. The most successful area, even with all the economical embargo on them. Yet, they are living fine. With all the embargo against the Biafran people, with the way they have changed Biafran land and make sure that the Biafran people do not survive. They make sure that they strive the economy of the Biafran land so that it doesn't expand. Yet they are progressing and expanding. They are making waves. And I bet you they can't stop us. No matter how they try, no matter what they do, they can never stop us. The more they try, the more they fail. Wherever you are as a Biafran, we are in a dangerous time. We are in a very critical time. Pay attention at all times. Don't sleep off. Don't sleep off. Pay attention. Always follow Master Samuel on Twitter to get update on what is going on. Don't be too fast to reach a conclusion. When you hear a word, don't be too fast to reach a conclusion. We have somebody who is guiding us and leading us. And when there is need to speak, he's going to speak. When there's no need to speak, he's not going to speak. Follow instructions. When you hear sit at home, you sit at home. When you hear move, you move. That is the way we overcome them. Already they are shaking. They are afraid. They are scared. They know how capable we are. They know what we can do. They know that they cannot overpower us, overcome us. They know that very well. But the ball is still on your court. It is within you to decide what will happen. It is within your range to decide what will be your fate. It is within your range to decide if you will be part of this struggle or not. Even if you don't want the freedom, please allow those who want freedom to have it. If you don't want to be free, there's no problem. It is your right. If you choose slavery for yourself, that's for you. But do not stand on the way of those who want to be free. Don't. Because if you do, you'll be crushed. It doesn't matter whom you are. It doesn't matter how connected you are. Do not stand on the way of those who want to be free. Do not stand on the way of those who want to be free. The burden of freedom of the African people, the burden of the freedom of Africa, genuine freedom of the Africans is on the shoulder of the Biafran people. Biafrans take the lead and every other person follow. The burden is on our shoulder, more especially the Igbo Biafrans. That was why they were created. I have no doubt. That is why when I see the attack, intimidation coming against them, just like it happened against the Jews, when the whole world were attacking the Jews, they call them names. Any place they go, they are hated. The Jews are hated. But when they began to prosper, their enemy were forced to love them. That is what is happening to the Biafran people today. The Jews were hated so much by, including the British, including the whites. They hated the Jews. Any place they are, they were hated. Hated so much. The hatred was so much, so unbearable. So many of them lost their life, lost properties, simply because they are Jews. Until they rose up to the occasion. Until they answered the call of Chukwu Gabiam and they returned back home and built a nation of their own. They grew. Their exploit forced their enemy to love them. The exploit of the Jews, their success, you have no choice than to fall in love with them. It doesn't matter. You have no choice. You must fall in love with them. That is why on the planet Earth today, there is no country where Jews do not have investment. On this planet Earth, any country you enter, it doesn't matter whether a Christian country or a Muslim country, if you enter there, if you count the first 5 most investors there, among the first 5 investors, there must be a Jew among them. The first 5 biggest investors in all the countries of the world, you must see a Jewish among it. That is why today, it doesn't matter how you hate them, you have no choice than to accept them. The world have no choice than to accept them. There was a time they were hated. The way Biafrans are hated today. The hatred of Biafrans is worldwide. We are hated everywhere. Not just in the zoo, even outside the zoo. Even outside the zoo. The manipulation have gone so far. The blackmail was so wide that they manipulate people and blackmail. Everywhere we go, we are attacked. And until we have our own nation, we will never be respected. That is why if you're a Biafra, you must sit up. Until we have a nation of our own, a place we can call home, a place we can call home with our own passport that you can hold in your chest and walk around with, we will not be respected. The Jews are respected today because they have a country, not just a country, the strongest country in the world. Today, they have the strongest country of the world. That is why they are respected. You have no choice. It doesn't matter your religion. It doesn't matter what you believe. You have no choice than to follow them and respect them. In the same vein, that is what is bound to happen to Biafrans. We are going to liberate Africa. We are going to set a pace for Africa to follow. We are going to set a pace. That responsibility falls on the shoulder of the Biafran people, more especially the Igbo Biafrans. And I thank you that they have been carrying that thing, no matter how heavy it is, no matter how heavy the burden is, they have been carrying it. Our eternal leader, Dim Onmegejuku, made the move. Since then, we have not stopped carrying that burden. We have not stopped carrying that burden up to date. The burden of the rescue of Africans lies on our shoulder, and Africa must be rescued. Freedom of Biafra is the freedom of every African man and woman. The better you support it, the earlier you support it, the better for you. The earlier you support the freedom, the better for you. Don't get yourself involved in anything that is shady. Don't buy into the lies and blackmail of the evil ones. You must pay attention to instructions. Follow instructions and do the right thing. Now, not tomorrow. Biafra must be free. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect every one of us that participated in this very program. Wherever you are watching us from, if you are watching from east, from west, from north, from south, I say may Chukwu Okike guide and protect you. Continue to speak in your own corner about the situation of Biafra. The blackmail they brought against us is a pure lie. The attack you heard about in Biafra land was planned, orchestrated by the DSS, sponsored by the federal government of Nigeria. They sponsored that attack, took innocent life just to blackmail the Biafra people. IPOB have nothing to do with that. ESN has nothing to do with that. And anybody telling there's unknown gunmen, the unknown gunmen that we know in Nigeria are DSS. They started it from the onset, right from the time of the death of Fela Mother, the death of Kudirat, the death of Doro Akunyeli, husband. It is all DSS. They have been caught red-handed several occasions. And each time they perpetrate this evil, they will claim it's unknown government. There is nothing like unknown government in Nigeria. They are known. These are Boko Haram DSS. They have done it before. They will do it again, and they will continue to do so. But what you have to do is don't buy into that blackmail. Don't be scared. Don't allow them to scare you and make you to stop asking for your freedom. It is your right to be free. Continue to ask for your freedom, regardless what they do. Continue to make a request for your freedom, and you will be free. Every one of us will definitely be free, no matter what they do. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect every one of us that is watching this program. Wherever you are watching from, if you are watching from east, west, north, and south, Chukwu Okike will give you the strength and power to be alive until you walk into Biafra. May Chukwu Okabia guide and protect all the Biafran people, the Ududua people, the Middle Belt, and everyone that is genuinely asking for freedom. May Chukwu Okabia guide and protect all our media warriors. Guide and protect the Umuada. Guide and protect all the members of ESN, the Biafran Liberation Army. Guide and protect the BNL and their leader. May Chukwu Okabia guide and protect every one of us. May Chukwu Okabia guide and protect our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. May Chukwu Okabia guide and protect our Supreme Leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, wherever he is. May Chukwu Okabia guide him, protect him, secure him, give him wisdom, knowledge, understanding, revelations, wherever he is. Give him good health and bring him to us very, very soon. No weapon formed or fashioned against the Biafran people shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Supreme Leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, shall prosper. Thank you so much for watching wherever you are watching from, and stay blessed. I will see you again tomorrow by the special grace of Chukwu Okabia. Thank you and stay safe. Bye-bye.